Well, the big breaking news coming in right now is that India's water strike on Pakistan is turning out to be super effective. It seems that Pakistan is now parched. There is no water in Pakistan, and India's action regarding the Indus Water Treaties has led to cries for water in Pakistan. Pakistan seems to be begging for water now, and it is assumed that whenever there are military talks also held, the issue of Indus waters will also be brought up. So the military talks will not be limited to the ceasefire and the military action, but also Indus Water Treaty. But it is believed that sources say that India would not be budging on shutting down Indus waters. India has been taking some very decisive actions regarding the Indus Water Treaty. And let's go across to our correspondent Kamaljit Sandhu to know more about this. Well, Kamaljit, it seems India won't be budging, but Pakistan would probably be requesting not just a ceasefire, but also some change of stance as far as the Indus Water Treaty is concerned.
As far as breaking ice is concerned, remember, after days of tension, what we've seen is use of drones and missiles against each other. It's time for talks on the table, and that is when both DGMOs of India and Pakistan to meet. Sources do indicate to us that Pakistan plans to mention Indus Water Treaty, which has been kept in abeyance, which means it's been suspended. And this is where DGMO-level talks, which are scheduled for tomorrow, will be very important. India has always maintained that they will continue to suspend these particular Indus Water treaties, especially the ceasefire, which is an understanding, is not an agreement as such. So India has been very clear as far as the steps and measures which have been taken place. Remember, when these DGMOs do talk, they will bring up issues which is close to what they are aligned to. And that is why Indus Water Treaty is something that India is not budging on. And that is what seems problematic as far as Pakistan is concerned. The ceasefire may exist at this point of time, but there are other issues which pertain to Pakistan and their need as far as water is concerned. And this is where, remember, the data which was earlier shared by India with Pakistan, that's not available. So a whole lot of things really depend, but definitely the way what we've seen Pakistan do mischief at the borders and line of control, it is time that they do talk on the table, but also bring up issues. Remember, as far as India is concerned, talking about Constable P.K. Sahu, who's from the BSF, who is being captured by Pakistani army and the Rangers, that is also some issue that will be brought up. But at this point of time, number one priority as far as Pakistan is concerned is the Indus Water Treaty, which has been kept in abeyance, and it's unlikely that there will be any change in stance on that as far as India is concerned.
Right. Kamaljit, we had also seen a lot of saber rattling from Pakistan when Indus Water Treaty was first kept into abeyance. But it seems now Pakistan is ready to mellow down, and now after all the action that has been taken, diplomatic and then military, it seems Pakistan has no choice but to beg for water.
Well, it's very difficult to say what is going to be done now, but yes, there have been different measures put by India, as you were rightly mentioning. There are economic, there's military, there's also the diplomatic offensive which has been launched against Pakistan. Now, these are adversaries, they are neighbors, there are problems between both of them, and especially India has been always talking about the terror safe havens which continue to be in POK and supported by the Pakistani army and the ISI. And so there is going to be a problem as far as Pakistan is concerned, because remember, they're going to be parched, the summers are coming up. There is obviously, they know that India holds the buttons to the dam. So in that particular sense, they do have a requirement that they need this Indus Water Treaty. India does understand that feeling pretty well, but also they understand that there is an attempt by Pakistan to push in not just terrorists, but also non-state actors who continue to wreak havoc. So that is why what we saw was the surgical strikes, Operation Sindhu, take place. But meanwhile, as things seem to calm down now after the ceasefire violations and after all the drone attack and the missiles being sent across, there is obviously a level where there will be a communication done. And what unfolds now will be obviously trying for a bargaining chip, and that's what Pakistan is going to be best looking at. But meanwhile, how things unfold will be known in the next 24 hours or so.
Right. Thank you, Kamaljeet, for that analysis. So it's clear Indus water system is the backbone of Pakistan and its economy, and they will probably have no choice but to come to some understanding with India.